Greetings, welcome, Holiness, and welcome for being the guest today. And this is God Peace Ministry presenting this to you. And our topic today is mentorship. The issue of mentorship, like I had with my father and with my mother. My mother trained me very well in the area of, cooking, eating, taking care of myself, and the house. And my father focused on the area of being a man and having a wife and having children, what it all means. It is impossible to have the chance and space to train your children on those areas of life here. And I noticed that therefore the youths suffer much in things that they could have learned even when they're in primary school. Finishing secondary school, they don't even know it. They know other things, they have other knowledges of things, but dealing with life issues, managing life, facing life the way it is, the reality of life, they miss the mentorship on that area. And that is what is, I see them sometimes facing situations of hopelessness, seeking many ways to satisfy, to fill that hole, being confused, chasing things that doesn't give lasting satisfaction. And I see the problem growing so much. But I think the lacking of mentorship about life, and pure life, not about academic things and all the rest, but about the real life issues, the moral challenges, the choices to make that rhymes with your own life. I think they need it much, and I want you to share with me, and also I will share with you my own experience as a youth, as a young person, having my mentor and what it is like. And also, like, what's the difference we experience in this part of the world. You are born and brought up in Africa, I'm born and brought up in Africa. And I experience a different mentorship than what the youth here are experiencing. Can you share with me how did you experience your own upbringing?
So my own upbringing, it was all about my father because of his availability and the friendship we had, the time he had, because we used to have evening work every day. Yeah, and
evening walk every day.
Yeah, and he would tell me we are going to visit certain family, and always we have something to go to offer.
So when you are going together, he brings something.
And he would tell me to prepare. I was the one
preparing something.
Yeah, and so we go and visit family. It's not like we had a lot of things, but just small thing.
You don't go empty-handed.
Yeah, and so there was no room for other things, because it's like my father has occupied, a big place in my life. And so that friendship, like I didn't want, it's like I was all the time watching my father that he will not go somewhere and leave me behind, because like there's no way I would feel like he had a big space in my heart that I
You're
cannot
missing.
afford. Yeah.
You're missing it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Bible story, like God coming every evening to walk with Adam, you know. It's touching the issue of the time he spent, he met for you, or you met for him, uh, is also the greatest symbol of love. If
Yes,
you
it
make time for
is.
each
And
other.
I came to realize it's only love which can fulfill a humankind and not to worry overthinking about the things. Because I remember we were born
Yeah,
and
8 children.
8 children, and every Christmas everybody wants new shoes and new clothes. And then my father could not afford to buy for everybody. And then he knew among of his children the one he cannot dare not to buy for. But he will come to me and say we'll be discussing how to do it. And I will be the one to sacrifice because of our friendship, our relationship. I didn't care because he was satisfying with his presence, his love, those things didn't matter so much. So it's a then relationship.
So you receive enough love that material things didn't matter for you.
Yes.
And you don't even need to bother him for that.
Yeah, because I want to see him happy.
Yeah.
So anything which is capable of making my father sad, I cannot be part of it.
What you are saying is really what I've always thought about, and it's always known that love and understanding goes together. If you understand your father understands you. Not There is nothing more than that in relationship. I used to say people can meet each other with a click of love, infatuation, or whatever. But what keeps them together is understanding. Yes. If understanding is not there, the love will end up like normal. Yeah, the issue of challenges in life, like we all have in that age, we are learning. You don't know the world so much, you don't know much of the dangers. How did your father help you in entering in this jungle of life? Did he mentor you? Did you learn things from him?
I can say all the foundation which he has laid when we were small. That's what we grew up with. Because when I attained a certain of maturity, I was not my father, but it is still me.
Okay.
Because he used to say, the way we introduce me to people everywhere we go, come and meet my beautiful daughter, come and meet my princess. There's this word, the word he will speak on me, which will make me I want to be like those words. I want to be a product of what he's trying to project.
What he was saying.
Yeah, which normally in Africa, the parents will not present you in public like you are something or you are somebody.
We don't say our child is beautiful. We don't say it in Africa. At least not in his or her presence. We don't say that. We don't give those big compliments because we said, the person will start walking next to his shoe, Because of the relationship, there is respect even when you left the area. You still respect him. You still think about him. That's an impact. The way we show love is not by verbalizing that in that way, it's by really showing it in actions, in what we do. Like this example of spending time doing something together. What's your own?
Yeah, for my father, he will show it to you, but also he will say it. But also he will proudly say to other people, like especially when it comes to us girls, he will say, "Come and meet my beautiful girls," like the way we introduce us, and we say how he loves us. Yeah. If I compare how I was upbringing and nowadays how the world has been changed, I see a big difference, and but also I see the the effects, um, because there is a this world now, there is a kind of separation from the youth and the parents. There is no this relationship, friendship, because something else has took over, and I find it to be difficult because the, the culture and the differences here. You see, there's a lot of isolation. Like child will tell you just want a space. You ask yourself which space, and so it becomes so difficult. There's this sort of freedom the children demanding all they want to have, which also is causing them also to miss a lot. Being on the phones, on the game, playing games, it becomes something which is separating families.
Yeah, and in that sense, I think the cultural difference is big. Um, what I'm very sure of, my children can never imagine my upbringing. They can't imagine it, and their own is something that if I didn't come here to do that, it's impossible for me to imagine the upbringing children face here.
They see us parents like we don't know much, because of what they see on the social media. They'll be even telling you don't understand, you don't understand. And then you're like, they have a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, because they are not living, they are not embracing their own life. you know they are in the battle of trying to achieve a kind of life like which they are watching, which is not a reality. And then if they are looking at you, what you are trying to tell them, like, you don't, like, you, mom, you don't understand how life is. You don't understand this world. And so for me, I feel like it has to be maybe a school, I don't know, a department to help these children to release the burden because they are carrying unnecessary burdens.
Well, we are doing this exchange from a church, God Peace Ministry. Do you see any role for the ministry for for the youth?
I see.
What kind of role could we play?
The role the church can play is to be able to win their hearts and to bring them together in order to teach them like the truth, because it's the only truth which will set them free, and to make them see like, oh, this life they are seeing is not the real life. It's like you are watching a movie, you are seeing people are acting, and so you are dying there for acts of other people, you know. But in the real life, these people, they are not even what they are showing. But you get anxiety and panic and stress for what you are watching. But then the church it can play that role of bringing them to see the reality, the reality of life, and to also lift up that burden of what they are watching or what has been fed in their mind based on what they are watching.
The church needs to play a role, yes. Um, but the question again is if the church understands the word of the children, of these youths, um, because you have to know what you are dealing with. Um, so the church need to to face the actuality, the situation where the children are living, what they are going through, in order to be able to guide them and mentor them. I think the church can actually look more into their role as spiritual care, mental care area, social, healthy community building, uh, binding, bringing people together in actually another environment, in another language, because church have another language you don't hear out
Yeah.
there. You don't hear the word grace. It's a vocabulary you get in the church. Mercy, love in the sense of unconditional love. Um, yeah, I think there is
The other thing is trust. When it comes to the
trust.
church, that's why you see some people can go and confess strange things
Yes.
inside of the church to the pastor or to the priest, where they cannot go to any social worker
Yes.
or a parent or a father. So, which helps to lift up that also
Burden.
Yeah.
It's wonderful you mentioned that because that is a wonderful instrument the church have. I know it's a safe place, and it's also something that is protected, the confession, releasing the burden in the heart. Having the freedom to ask any question about life, you can ask, not that the person you are asking will have answer to it, but with faith that you will get an answer from God, from the great source of wisdom and knowledge. So I think that one is a powerful one, is a great something that church can really elaborate on, and that also youths will know that whatever they have in their heart, church is the place where they are guaranteed that it is safe to present it, to discuss about it, to talk about it, to seek clarity, and to go out without that burden anymore, weighing them down. And that will actually reduce their mental load they are carrying. I've seen a lot of people struggling to be happy. And they think, okay, if I buy a bicycle, I'm talking about youth, growing up, I'll be happy. And they buy a bicycle, is this all? They are not, they want to buy a car. Buy a car is not fulfilling. They want a better job to get more salaries, they get it. It's still not happy. They want to get a lot of diplomas and certificates, and they get it. I think, is this all? They are not satisfied. And that is human nature. That is actually the trap, call it a trap we end up with. You get all the money, no happiness. You don't have money, no happiness. You get a lot of money, you get more sleepless nights. You get more sleepless nights. But when the soul have met what it needs, when the soul is with God, yeah, like you said, there is no void again, there is no desire of all those things. You are really satisfied, you are at home. And all this, it reduces the mental load and all the burdens people think about. So the church is really a very good place for the present culture we're facing.
Oh, so my suggestion would be the church is a safe place to be for the mental health, um, because it is a healing place for a lot of depression, stress. Because there was time I went through a lot of depression, but I experienced like the moment of singing and dancing I was getting relief and I'll be receiving like refreshment. So the singing, the prayer together, it will provide, it will protect a person from any harm.
What you just said now, thank you for bringing this personal experience, because church is actually a place where your soul is cared for. Um, we have the doctors, the healthcare. They are working to try to heal the problem that already exists, because you only go to them when you are sick. So the problem is already there. So they are trying to suppress it or to make it easier for you to carry as a human being. Um, but church is as a spiritual care is on the prevention area. And even if it happened that somebody is sick, even sometimes the medical world cannot help that person anymore, the church can still um, do something by what you just said, the dancing, the singing. You don't get it in the as a prescription in the hospital. You know? The dancing and the singing, the body have a language. It speaks, and it knows what to do. It can start the healing. It can help. Apart from the body, is a positive vibe. The church is a positive vibe community, and God is in charge of that place. He is the ultimate doctor, He is the ultimate healer, and our souls are hiding. Our soul is a hiding thing, like God is a hiding, and the hiding aspect of it knows how to deal with the hidden things in the body. They know where it is. So that is why church is something spiritual. It's not really physical only, it's spiritual. So the soul that works with God directly can communicate with God, can also communicate where the problem is, and the healing can take place without anybody interfering or intervening. And that is why the role of the church is very, very important in the life of any human being, even in the doctor's life. So it has a very special place. And then when we talk about this depression, anxiety, grieving, pains, those things actually come often from the soul. The soul, how can I put it? The soul is something that knows where it comes from and knows where it's going. Like our body knows when we left our house and we are going home, and when we arrive home, we know. So when the soul is missing where it comes from, that is what we face in grieving. When you lose somebody, or when you lose something, even your health, when you lose your health, you lost something. You are longing to go back to your good health. And when you lose somebody who died, the grieving pain of it is a loss. So what we are looking for in the church is what our soul is searching. The God, the world we know that was saved, that was beautiful, that was very good, which we lost. So in the search for it, that is what we are searching in religions. And then when you really connect that searching to God, then wonderful things happen. And that is why church can be a very good place. I think that is a very good one. church can really do in this present society. And I hope that the youth will be able to go and look for it. After all, God Peace Ministry is here for them, and we have people like you, and also like you, and like you, and like you, who will be able to guide them, mentor them, because every human being, no matter your situation, you need a mentor or you need somebody to talk to whom you trust and where you feel safe. For those who are watching, we thank you for watching this exchange, this podcast. And if you have any question you want to us to answer for you, or any contribution you want to make, just contact us. You see the link there. And if you want also personal talk or consultation, or you need help, just contact us. Anything mental, spiritual, call it psychological, even physical issues, you can contact us. And also the issue of mentorship we spoke about, we have people available for mentorship, uh, one-on-one, physical or online. We invite you for that because we are here to serve. We are here to serve. And may God bless you and may God lead you and commit you in the hand of God. I also thank you very much again for this moment, and I look forward to keeping up this exchange. See you next time.
Okay.
Thank you.